Welcome back to Clutch Situation. We have a snow day today. There's only about 4 inches of snow out on the ground, so, this was built up in Nebraska over the last week, and as a scientist, I'm not crazy about projecting any sort of weather a week in advance, but it looks like it's laid a giant egg, and so I'm certain we're going to have school tomorrow. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but that means that I'm stranded at home, and so that means a mechanical pencil review. And so today on Clutch Situation, I'm going to be reviewing the Platinum Pro Use 1 by a Japanese mechanical pencil manufacturer called Platinum. This is the first Platinum pencil that I'm reviewing, and I got this one as part of my Cult Pens order. I was perusing the site while I was looking for unique pencils, and you can get the Platinum Pro Use 1 very easily in the United States. It came in this attractive little felt case to keep it nice. You can get this in the US, but it was cheaper with a big order on Cult Pens for me to just order it from the UK and then have it shipped over here. I think that on Jet Pens, for example, it's $16.50, and on Cult Pens, when you do the exchange rate, I think it's something like $13, and then you pay for shipping as well. And so maybe it's just a wash, but I thought I would go ahead and review the pencil now because it is a real gem, and I'm glad that I ordered it. And so the Platinum Pro Use 1 is an aluminum-bodied drafting pencil. You can see that it has a lead hardness indicator here, which you can unscrew the barrel of the pencil to change that lead hardness indicator to whatever particular grade of lead that you're using in it. I'm using standard HB, and so I'm going to change it to HB and then screw it back into place, which is always easier said than done. There we go. Okay. The knurling on the grip for the Platinum Pro Use is just recessed ridges, which is normally it's the other way around on a drafting pencil, and so this one sort of feels like it's the opposite. And it has a standard 4mm drafting sleeve. It is just really solidly constructed, really strong pocket clip. It says 0.5 on the eraser cap, and when you reveal the eraser cap, probably the only downside of the Platinum Pro Use 1 is that it comes with a teeny tiny drafting eraser, just like most drafting pencils do, but the erasing quality on this eraser is not very good, and I'll demonstrate that for you in a second. So let's do a click test. If I can just get it to focus. Lighting's not great down here in the recreation space. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So on 10 clicks, looks like we're getting about 7mm or so, which is pretty standard for a drafting pencil. Pretty fine control on it. It's not too heavy in the hand. It spins nicely in the hand. Let's go ahead and do the writing test, and while I'm doing the writing test, we'll run down the rating scale. Okay, so this is the Platinum Pro Use 1 0.5mm drafting pencil. This comes with a much wider grip as well, the Platinum Pro Use 2. I'd seriously consider getting it if not for the fact that I don't really like wide grips. This is more to my taste, these skinny grips. Let's go ahead and run down the rating scale. Writing experience is great. I'm really surprised by these ridges. It actually makes it pretty grippable. I wouldn't necessarily expect that would be the case, but it works out great here. Solid aluminum body. For features, let's do quality next. Gonna give it a good plus. The only reason why I'm dinging it is because of that eraser, and I'll show you the eraser here in a second. It doesn't quite work well, and I'll be in the process over the coming weeks of figuring out a replacement eraser that isn't a platinum eraser that perhaps I like better. It's definitely smaller than a Z2-1, and so I'll have to figure that out over time. But great quality on it. The clutch inside is all metal. It's a solid mechanism that has that lovely click that mechanical pencil enthusiasts really like. Features: it's getting an OK plus simply because of the fact that it has the lead hardness indicator. Okay, it's a pretty basic drafting pencil. And let's check out the eraser now. Yeah, it just doesn't do it. Okay, it's not a very high quality eraser that comes with it. But other than that, I mean, that's one very minor flaw in what should be considered an overall solid package. And so definitely check out the Platinum Pro Use 1. What am I going to do with it in terms of the rating scale? I am going to put this pencil in my top 10. This one's going to bump the Pilot S20. And the reason why it's going to be bumping the Pilot S20 is because I've had some time to work with the Pilot S20, and I don't have it right now in the recreation space, but the Pilot S20, as I've used it over time, it's a really wonderful wood grain design. It's very beautiful, but the part that holds the eraser in the top is kind of flimsy, and the eraser is kind of starting to get recessed with that, and so I'm going to definitely downgrade it on the quality for that. And so I think I'm prepared finally to move the Pilot S20 down into the honorable mentions. It's going to replace the Milan PL1 Touch in the honorable mentions, which, you know, Milan PL1 Touch is a very basic pencil that has some really good features, but the quality on it is really low. It's more of an economy pencil. And I'm going to put the Platinum Pro Use 1 directly in its place above the P200 series for the Pentel Sharp. Now, it's getting a nod above the Pentel Sharp P200 series because of this really high quality construction. You don't really sacrifice any, you don't really add much weight in order to get a much more solid package for really not that much more expensive than Pentel P200 series, the Sharp series. And so Platinum Pro Use 1 is a great drafting pencil. I highly recommend it. I feel very confident putting it in my top 10, and so check it out. Thanks for watching Clutch Situation. I'm going to be having quite a few more pencils coming up on the channel. I'm also going to perhaps be doing a stick eraser test coming up, and I'm always on the lookout for new things to review. I'm also very soon going to be doing an update of my collection overall, and so that's something to look forward to. And once my top 10 gets settled out here over the coming months, I'll probably do another top 10 video to update it, because the existing top 10 video on the channel is a little outdated. And so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.